What if everything you thought you knew was wrong? What if the world as you see it, the very ground beneath your feet, was not what you've always believed? Imagine for a moment that the most basic fact you learned in school about our planet being a spinning sphere was just a story. What if the Earth was actually flat? Not a globe, but a vast, mysterious disk stretching out in all directions with edges that drop off into the unknown. I know it sounds wild, but let's imagine it for just a moment. Suspend your disbelief and step into a world where the impossible is possible, and the rules of reality are rewritten. Picture this. Floating high above, you gaze down at a massive, endless disk. Oceans spill over the sides in a never-ending cascade, and continents stretch out to sharp, mysterious edges. The world feels both familiar and utterly alien, a place where the horizon is a boundary, not a curve. Gravity? It wouldn't pull you down the same way. Instead of drawing you toward the center of a sphere, it might tug you toward the middle of the disk, making every step toward the edge feel like an uphill battle. Walking to the rim would be like climbing a never-ending slope, your body fighting against a force that wants to keep you close to the center. Airplanes? Forget flying straight. They'd have to dodge gravity's weird tricks just to stay airborne. Pilots would need to constantly adjust their course, battling invisible forces that try to pull them off track. Flight paths would be unpredictable, and long-distance travel could become a dangerous adventure. And satellites? They might never exist at all. Without a globe to orbit, our technology would be stuck on the ground. No GPS, no satellite TV, no weather forecasts from space, just a sky empty of human-made stars. Some ancient cultures believed in a flat Earth. They drew maps with edges, imagined seas that poured into nothingness, and told stories of monsters lurking at the world's end. Their myths and legends were shaped by the idea that the world had limits, literal edges you could reach. You can still find groups today who say it's true. They gather at conventions, share theories, and challenge the mainstream view, keeping the debate alive in the age of science and technology. But let's get real. What would life actually look like if we lived on a flat planet? Imagine cities built near the edge, people living with the constant awareness that one wrong step could send them tumbling into the abyss. Would we build walls to protect ourselves, or would the edge become a place of pilgrimage, a destination for the bravest explorers? Would our cultures and societies be shaped by the fear and fascination of the unknown that lies just beyond the rim? Imagine ships braving the icy rim that circles our world, their crews peering over the edge at the great unknown. Some might return with tales of what they saw, while others could vanish forever, lost to the mysteries that lie beyond. The edge would be a place of both wonder and terror, a boundary between the known and the unimaginable. The sun would sweep above us like a spotlight, never setting, just doing laps around our disk. Day and night would be dictated by its path, with some places basking in endless daylight while others are plunged into darkness for hours or even days. No horizon as we know it, no space travel, no satellites orbiting above. The sky would look different, with stars and planets moving in unfamiliar patterns. There would be no more seasons as we experience them. Just endless day and night twisting in strange, unpredictable cycles. Time itself would start to bend in ways we can't even imagine. Our calendars and clocks would lose their meaning, as the sun's path and the length of days and nights shift in ways that defy our current understanding. Think about it. No satellites in the sky, no GPS to guide us, no reliable weather predictions. We'd be forced to rely on old-fashioned navigation, reading the stars and the winds, never quite sure what tomorrow might bring. Oceans would warp and churn, storms would rage in unpredictable ways. The weather would be a constant mystery, with new patterns emerging that we could never have prepared for. The edge of the world would be battered by winds and waves, a place of chaos and danger. The very foundation of our science, our technology, even our sense of reality, would collapse. Everything we've built, from skyscrapers to smartphones, relies on the laws of physics as we know them. A flat Earth would force us to start over, to question everything, and to rebuild our understanding from scratch. So next time you stare out at the horizon, just wonder, what if this really was the edge? What if, just beyond your line of sight, the world simply stopped? A flat Earth would change everything, forever. Our history, our future, our place in the universe, it would all be rewritten in an instant. If your mind's spinning, hit subscribe for more ideas that will turn your world upside down. Because sometimes the wildest questions lead to the most fascinating journeys.